Cold Cup of Tea by Rosaleen Lynch. The killing isn't the kind you might describe like one of your weaknesses in a job interview, when you say that you care too much or work too hard. It's not a mercy killing, like putting a dog down. It's not euthanasia or switching off life support. It isn't what my dead mother's Catholic upbringing might label abortion, and what my Buddhist inclinations might call even the swatting of a fly. My fridge magnets know this and watch me as I put the milk jug back in the fridge. My Mary Mother of God magnet from my convent girls' school trip to Lourdes tells me, confess and get absolution. That's how I'll find peace. My little gold Buddha magnet with the serene smile I got from the co-op tells me, everybody kills. Which was surprising until he went on to elaborate, everyone kills. From the first spider squashed underfoot to the pesticide-cleaned salad and butchered burger in a bun, to social inequalities shortening people's lives. Bit of a mouthful, but according to Buddha, we're all killing people we don't even know. The person I kill is my husband of 11 years. To be honest, from a legal perspective, it begins as manslaughter, an accident even. When I realise what I'm doing, I can turn back. I think about it. Do I really want to do this? And yes, I think I do, which means it is a real murder and not just a figure of speech. So if any of you are writers like my husband and you want to write my story, don't talk about any literary slaughtering of darlings. It's not a rewrite. I don't edit a person out of my life like a word or phrase or character in a book. And I know all about metaphors and that there are stories about barns, where authors like Faulkner and Murakami don't mean barns. And I get what they're doing when they burn them down, but I want to be clear. I'd never burn down a barn just to get rid of the rats. And in case you're wondering, no, it isn't self-defense, unless you have a very wide definition, which includes defending against some possible future, or defending your own gaslit sanity from incremental psychological poisoning, or defending yourself from how people might judge you. Surely they won't blame me for defending others who can't defend themselves. Especially as it started out as an accident. I mean, I loved him. The heart magnet from our trip to Margate is still beating round our photo booth picture. We're still smiling in it. I can still hear the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love, and his sung edition of And a Cup of Tea. I looked it up online. Cognitive dissonance, they call it. The conflicting feelings I had of loving him and then finding out something I couldn't love about him that made me want to kill him were hard to resolve. Similar to liking milk in your tea and also wanting it piping hot and also not wanting it to burn your tongue. That's what Mary and Buddha said, anyway. Yeah, Mary and Buddha knew all about it. And maybe I knew what I was doing at a subconscious level. Otherwise, how could I, in error, have put 3 spoonfuls of rat poison in his tea? If if I was making a plan, it wouldn't be so arsenic and old lace. It's only when I put the tea things away after giving him his cuppa that I saw what I'd done. I was so shocked that I turned and knocked against the chair. I remember that. I go to shout, but don't. I remember that too. And from the living room, he hears something, maybe the chair screeching, and asks, "What's wrong?" And I say, "Nothing. Just enjoy your tea. Don't let it get cold." I look to Mary and Buddha, and neither of them say anything, appearing to be lost in their own prayer and meditation. So I take it as a sign and continue to tidy up. I let my cup of black tea go cold on the kitchen table while I slide the rat poison and teaspoon into a large plastic sandwich bag, the kind he used for his lunch at work and won't need anymore. I zip-lock it closed. At least he didn't kill me. Showed he cared, I suppose. Sorry, that sounds like I had some pretty low expectations. Maybe I did. I'm really not sure. Isn't it just seeing the best in someone or looking at the glass being half full? Damn it, is that like watching a barn burn down and saying that at least it's warm and bright? Suppose that is the thing with barn burning. It's something people will notice, not just the rats. You see, I don't want people thinking I knew what he did to those other women and did nothing about it. Like leaving a perfectly good cup of tea to go cold. I tell the police operator the same when I talk to her on the phone. And while I wait, I place the sandwich bag on his closed laptop and empty my tea in the sink and rinse the cup. Having done all I can to preserve the evidence, I wipe my hands and pull the post-it from under the Mary and Buddha magnets and stick it on his laptop. Mary says, "Passwords won't save him now." "Maybe he'll be better in the next life," I say. Buddha says, "There is no next life." Mary says, "This is as good as it gets." Buddha and Mary start an argument about how our fires of hatred, desire and delusion might be extinguished to achieve nirvana. I start to consider that I might have been better off burning down a barn. This also might be the time to explain that the house I've lived in with my husband for 11 years is a converted barn. Maybe I did burn the barn down after all. I notice the heart magnet is still beating along with the song, "All You Need Is Love." I put the kettle on. The police might want tea.